Hey everyone, thought I'd post another Mage Knight video shortly after my last one. I am posting this mainly for a forum, Mage Knight forum. They just wanted to see some of my customs, and I thought I would just do an overview of my entire collection at this point. Just my uniques, essentially. I'm going to quickly just run through these, because I have a lot. My first one I pulled is King of the Dead. He is a flyer, can raise stuff from the dead, pretty powerful, 124 points, Necropolis. Very strong figure. I got that one in a pack. I got Hierophant here. Got this off of eBay for very cheap. Sometimes sellers don't really know what they're selling, and you're able to pick it up for $1 or $2, and they ship for $2, and so it's cheaper than buying packs. I actually have a local game store that sells Mage Knight still, and he sells 1.0 packs for $5, and he sells 2.0 for $10. I got Arcane Draconum. I also pulled this in a pack. Very powerful figure. This is an oldie that I had as Bladesmith. I played back in 2013 and put away my collection. I recently started playing again with my friends. Has Weapon Master. Pretty good figure. This is a hand-painted figure. It's not custom, but they were selling a Painter's Edition packs for like $2 each, and so I picked up the starter sets for $5 each. So this is a Maelstrom Golem, and I just copied the artwork online and didn't do any shadowing, but it turned out pretty well. It's a good figure. I got some heroes here. I just want to get into Mage Knight Dungeons eventually. I have not played it yet, but I'm just going to line these suckers up because there's so many of them. Man, there's tons of them. Wow. I didn't realize how many I had in this right here. Just continues. Jeez. I didn't realize how many heroes I actually had. Wow. Just tons and tons of heroes here. I have like enough to play Mage Knight Dungeons forever. Pick these up for dirt cheap. There's a couple sites that were selling them for $1 each. 1 second, I got a little bit of a baby crying here. But I picked them all up for about $1 each, to be honest, and got some free shipping on that. And is that good milk? Watching my little baby right now. You want to join the video? Okay, I got my baby with me. All right, I'm gonna close the door real quick. Get some more sound. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so I'll just go through what I have here. I got Steel right here. I have Sodora, which is a Draconum hero. Korra from Pyramid. Seeker Mach. Kind of looks like a Jedi. I have Seeker Conchi. He's got the lightning bolt. I have Baron's Skullcracker. He actually is a misprint. You can tell he has a gun in his hand, but his range is 0. It was a misprint. He was supposed to have a range of 6, I believe. Jarl Frostriven. This guy is really cool. He's got Forced March, Sweep, and Magic Immunity and Command. It's just a really cool dwarf. One of the coolest dwarfs in the game, in my opinion. Here's Hansa. You can look all these up. Sky Heron. I actually don't know their dials that well. Queen Aurora. Troll Killer. This guy's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Nizal Leptra. Shamrin. This guy's go Keela Wolfslayer. This guy's got charge and sweep, and his arc is 270 degrees. So if he runs into an army of people, he could hit everyone around him for 4 damage. Very good figure. Chromazar, Zektabi, Jarl Stonehill. So these are so many of them here. Etheria Starsdawn, and I believe this is Autumn, a healer. So I picked up like the Magestone Mines Conquest pack for very cheap. Here is Jerome Hawklord. He's also a hero, but I think he was from a set. I got a Mystic Draconum. And that's my first box. So I think most of these are just heroes. I have some Draconum in here because they don't fit in my normal containers that I'm keeping them in. So let me just pull these over. All right, got some more figures here. I got a Pyre Spirit. And I got Fregs. He's actually should be in my previous box here. Should make all these just heroes at this point. Sorry guys, you're like listening to me organize my figures. I have a custom Lich here. So I didn't really like the Lich at the time, and so I cut his head off, and I added a Technomancer and painted it black so you can't see his face. It looks like a traditional Lich. So if there was a skeleton face in there, like a traditional wizard. He was my first rare that I ever had, or unique rather, and I really liked Magic Levitation. He's got the Finger of Death going on, pointing at you. It's kind of cool. Awesome. Ordo of Ulrich, my favorite figure, was my favorite figure. Very powerful, got flight and sneak attack and command, and battle armor, super high defense. For only 88 points, he could pretty much single-handedly kill any figure on the map. I got a limited edition here, Marrow. The reason why this figure is kind of important to have in any competitive collection is Marrow had quickness, and he has Weapon Master and limited invisibility with 10 attack, which and 10 speed. So essentially he's a free action every turn, and even though he has limited invisibility, he can still block line of sight, and with his figure base, and he has Weapon Master, so if anybody bases him, he could single-handedly wipe out a figure if you roll a 6 with that Weapon Master. So for 28 points, he does a lot of stuff, and he's a free action. So very, very good figure. This is a custom figure here. I ordered a Viha of Vlad online, and it was partially broken. I got it for $1, and so I found a Dungeons & Dragons Dark Elf, and it looks very similar to what I imagine a vampire would look like. He's got 2 swords similar to Viha of Vlad, and it looks super sick. I matched all the colors as I could, and I had a little bit of creativity, so he's got the same red cape. He's got that dark gunmetal armor, but he's got some mummy wraps as well. So this figure turned out really well and looks super clean and really cool. And it looks like a Mage Knight figure, to be honest. Here's another Order of Ulrich. I forgot to mention both of those Order of Ulrichs are custom painted. I got these in the Painter's Edition Unlimited. Like I said, I bought like probably 300 figures worth for $50, and they just were selling them for dirt cheap at this game store that I found. The other packs were expensive, but the Painter's Edition, nobody was buying them, so they were selling them for pennies on the dollar. I got a Draconum Guardian here. Kind of a cool figure. Can really take your Draconum formation or Knights Immortal formation and give him 19 defense, and he's also a beater himself. Forgot to mention Pyre Spirit. The reason why that's important to point out is this figure has Venom, Pole Arm, and Ram, and so he has got all the auto damage. All of the auto damage, which is very, very powerful in this game. I've single-handedly won games that I was losing with Venom or Ram, and it's just auto damage in this game takes the randomness out. So whenever you can take the luck out of something, it becomes a very good ability. So I still have him in his plastic from the pack is Dark the Corrupt. Let me pull him a little bit closer. Dark is one of my favorite figures in the game, and if not my complete favorite. He's very powerful. He's great in Mage Knight dungeons, and I'm keeping him in his package because I store him with other figures, and I want to make sure he doesn't get broken, because he's probably the most expensive figure I own. He goes for anywhere from $50 to $80 to $100 on eBay, and I actually went to a local game store that had about 3 packs of Uprising, and it was their last set of packs, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll buy them. And I could not believe when I opened the pack that I had a Dark in there. It was a true moment of excitement. I've won many games with my friends. I taught my friends how to play this game, and I've won many games with him. So, great figure. All right, let's go on to some more here. Alright, so I got some Mage Knight 2.0 here. I got a Cossack Darkbringer. I got him for a couple bucks. And to my knowledge, he is very powerful. To be honest, I don't know much about Mage Knight 2.0, but I want to learn. I also have a Death Speaker Aerodon. He's a 213-point figure. So those are my two Mage Knight 2.0 figures I own at this point. But I'm opening packs, and I do want to open up some more uniques and buy some. I'm just very skeptical because how complex this game is. It's hard to get people to play Mage Knight 1.0, and Mage Knight 2.0 is just more complex. Let's pull those suckers out. All right, got some more figures here. I got a Astrus. He should really be with the Dungeons set because it's from Dungeons. I got an awesome figure here. This is not a 2.0 figure. It is a 1.0. It's Dragon Slayer. I love Dragon's Gate because they started to introduce some new abilities. Mainly the Cursed and Frenzy, that you had to move this figure if you could. And I think those abilities are just, they changed the way the game is played. So this guy is very, very overstated, but you have to move him every turn. And so that just adds a great element of change into the game. I got a cool limited edition here, is Young Rich from Dungeons. Got it for a couple bucks. Just a really cool, funny figure to play with in Dungeons. And when I do play Dungeons, I want to mainly have all limited edition Mage Spawn to play with. I got a Solovani Channeler. This is not a unique, but it's one of the best healers in the game. So it's worthy to take out of the main stack. Let's see here. What else do I got? It's worthy to show. I got a Shadowbane here. He's pretty cool. He's just a really good limited edition from Minions. I got Athena. Her sword broke off, sadly. I just found it, actually. It's supposed to be right here, but I'm pretty sure she was a Dungeons figure. Athena. So she's supposed to be a hero, I think. Is she? No, she's not a hero. Interesting. Maybe she's just a limited edition, but she's super good. She has Bound and Pierce on a 67-point figure. Very powerful, and a great figure to have. I got a Wraith here. Wraith is by far one of my... He's from the very first Mage Knight set, but he's got every single dial but one has 4 damage. He's got 8 range and stealth and magic immunity and just a beater for 61 points. Honestly, is quite an overpowered figure in my opinion because he's got some range and he also can hide from range with stealth. Great figure to play with. I got an all-time favorite Dragon's Gate here is Goradin. He's one of my favorite all-times from Dragon's Gate. So, what's kind of unfortunate about those Dungeons figures is a lot of them are not good. Like, a lot of them are just only good in Dungeons and are not good in Mage Knight regular play. Alright, here are my rest of my uniques. Some people probably just cringed at that, but I have limited storage. I got a Welt Master here. Just picked this up recently. I got a Flea. Flea is an awesome figure. He's 5 points, but he can fly across the map and block crap. I got a Gate Lord here. Just picked this up for about a couple bucks off of eBay. And really helps you find those figures that you want, but do not want to open packs for. I bought a bunch of packs, and I unfortunately opened 2 Shift Matriarchs. This is an awful unique. Don't care about that figure. Got a Mintarok from Dragon's Gate. Of course, I got Corpheus, the legend Corpheus, and not legend, controversial. Did they misprint his dial or did they not? I don't know. I got Jess Blacklock here. He is technically a hero. I got a Krugseer, which is a healer from Lancers. He's only 45 points. He's got magic healing and toughness. He's actually quite good. And he does 2 damage himself. So I got Mega Samendu, who is a hero, but also very powerful in regular play. I got Poto. Of course, you have to have Poto and Flea. Both of the lowest costing figures in the game that are limited editions and are actually good. I think there's an imp that's like 4 points or 5 points as well, but Poto is good because he has Forced March, or not Poto, Flea is better because he's got Forced Marched, and then Poto is the lowest costing figure in the game. Troll Knight, just a great beater all around from Unlimited. I got another unique from Minions, is Grizzafist. He's essentially got 3 different dials in one. He like dies and restarts 3 times on his dial. It's really cool. And then a very good Mortis Draconum. This is like a sneak attack Draconum. He can do 10 damage if you sneak attack. And he has stealth himself. Very good figure. Let's see, what else do I have? I'll just show you this way. I got a Vampiric Draconum right here. And I got an Ulrich Charger right there. And then I have a Fel Reaper, which is just a very good non-unique. And then I have another Shift Matriarch. So that is essentially my collection. I've collected most of the valuable Mage Knight 1.0. I don't really think there's anything else in Mage Knight 1.0 that I'm looking for. I'm bidding on a bunch of stuff on eBay right now. Basically from the Pyramid set. I don't have anything... I really don't have any unique from Pyramids. I haven't opened any Pyramids, and it's just harder to find that set. So I'm hoping to get some of those uniques. I might do an update soon. But the other update that I'm doing, the other adding to my collection that I would like to do is number 1 is to get the original Sinister Apocalypse Horsemen. Of course, they're incredibly expensive. So that is a bummer. But I'm also hoping to get Vorgoth from Sorcery, and if I do get some more of those uniques from Sorcery, I might dabble in Mage Knight 2.0 with my friends. But I'm still trying to get my friends really into 1.0, so that's more of a future thing, so I'm trying to prepare. But I started collecting again about 3 months ago and really built up my collection. I'm very happy with it, and I think that it's only going to grow, and I have enough to play with for years to come at this point. Without many, I mean, these are just my uniques, and I have about 100 figures on the table I just went through. So that's really great, and this game is super fun. There's nothing like it, and I love it very much. So I hope you like my collection. I hope you were able to enjoy some of my custom figures as well that I dabbled in there. Thanks for watching.